welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back with a pick a card reading for you today. And today's topic is all about your future spouse. Who are you going to marry? Some details about this person. Maybe you're already seeing someone and you want to see if they kind of match the description of what Spirit wants to say. Maybe you haven't met your person yet, but we're going to give you some messages from what Spirit sees coming in your future relationship cycles. Who are you going to marry, and what kind of details can Spirit give you about this person? What kind of details about your life can you expect? We do have 3 piles to choose from here today. Pile number 1 here with the King of Cups and the red flower. Pile number 2 with the Knight of Pentacles and the yellow flower. And pile number 3 with the Knight of Wands and the gray flower. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be messages waiting from Spirit today. Please forgive my throat. I am getting a little bit of a tickle in my throat today, so please bear with me. If you are a new subscriber, be sure to drop your comment below any of my readings this month and subscribe to the channel for your chance to win a free reading with me. If you are a returning subscriber, I just want to thank you guys so much for being here and for your friendship. Be sure to drop your comment below as well for your chance to win a reading. A big thank you to everybody who has reached out for a personal reading on Etsy. If you are interested in a personal reading, that link is below as well. But we're going to jump right into today's topic about who are you going to marry, some details about your person. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. My timestamps are listed below, and I'm going to jump into pile number 1 today. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the red flower or to the King of Cups here, and this is your reading. Who are you going to marry? Some details about your person. The King of Cups is a very creative energy. This could be somebody who works in a healing realm. So they could be maybe a doctor or a nurse. It doesn't have to be something as concrete or black and white as that when we talk about the healing realm. There's so many different places in which they could find themselves. They're just very creative, and they're a very caring person. There could be some like a therapist here that we're talking about, or somebody who just has a compassionate, empathetic heart, and they may use that in their career realm. There's also a really strong fatherhood energy surrounding this King of Cups. So this could be the person that, you know, you have a family with, somebody who would make an excellent partner, an excellent parent as well with the King of Cups. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And what I love about this energy is that I feel like what they invest in emotionally is their opus. It's like they really focus on what they're investing in emotionally. This is not somebody who's completely career oriented, because they care more about the home life than perhaps they do about the career realm. But I feel like they would take that caring into their career. This is not the type of person that would just work a job for the sake of it. I feel like they really do want to make a difference and help people in some way. A really good heart, I feel, coming in from this person. Sometimes the emotion of the King of Cups can overwhelm a little bit. It's like the Queen of Cups. It's like the powerhouse is the emotional heart. That is their superpower, but because that's their superpower, sometimes that could also be like work against them. So they could be a very sensitive person too. And the King of Cups still has that ego attached to him, you know? So it's like sometimes emotional sensitivity can make them feel insecure. We have the Queen of Wands. You could be a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This person could be water, and it's a very steamy connection that the two of you do create, actually. I almost feel like you're really protective of this person as the two of you go into this relationship and this commitment. It's like you're protective of them. You are somebody that, because you rely on each other very strongly, you're very protective of them. And their focus is you. It's like I just heard happy wife, happy life. So their focus is definitely you. We have the Magician, the Four of Pentacles reversed, we have the Star, we have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like this person, I heard new money. So the abundance that they've created in their life is like new to them. I feel like they actually grew up kind of poor, if I'm honest, because they're talking about a vulnerability or a poverty mindset that's coming in. So they may have grown up with limited funds. And so that has established in them a vulnerability that they feel when it comes to financial energy. There's that King of Cups again, though. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have the Seven of Wands. And this person is determined to commitments. I feel like this poverty or lack mindset may have come from a place in their past when they were children, if they come from a divorced home or if their parents are no longer together. They are determined to not let that happen. I also feel like for someone watching, this person could have been in foster care, and that's just for a specific person watching. That's not for everyone, but there's just something about the home and how they were established that has made them determined to have something more abundant for their children and for themselves, truthfully, as well, because there is this vulnerability in the in-between that they are going to work on with you and in your connection. That's why I feel like they're very protective of you. You're very protective of them. They do have a fragile heart, and I feel like you're protective of them because of their backstory in some way. They struggled in their backstory, and that has kind of set the stage of their vulnerability mindset, and now they have this desire to take control and to really make things different for themselves as well. But I also feel like that backstory will be something that does bring in waves of emotion for this person, because they're still an emotional being. Even if we tell the divine masculine that, you know, emotions are not suitable for the divine masculine because that's what they operate from, other than anger and frustration, they're allowed to be emotional. They just don't always feel comfortable being emotional. And so that could create some waves of emotion for them. But there's a determination in this person towards healing, towards new applications of strength, towards sort of doing better than their parents did for them, in whatever capacity that means. That could mean that they're going to be present, or that could just mean that they're going to be emotionally present for their family as they move forward. I do feel like there have been maybe even some sadness or depression in their past, relatable to their past and their upbringing. But I also feel like the life that they build with you is truthfully like the path of healing that's going to take them to the other side. It's going to empower them. We have the 10 of Wands. They're also speaking about the creativity of the divine feminine and how they want to support that. So if you have a job that's very creative, if you have a dream, they'll work their fingers to the bone for your dreams. They're just very they're very loyal. And this is also the type of person that if you're walking down the street, they just showed two people walking on a sidewalk and the divine masculine standing on the side closest to the traffic. Like, this is somebody who is just they want to be seen as dependable. They want to be seen as reliable. They want to make decisions based on integrity, because I feel like that was not their example that was set for them in the past. And they're healing from that. And I will say the home realm, I get this message about the home realm being responsible for the triggers and the pain, and then the new home realm that you create together being responsible for the victory, being responsible for the confidence that they achieve. This person gains a lot of confidence out of what they build. We have the Fool and we have the Death cycle. And the Death here as a support to the star is not a negative thing. This is about transition. This is about leaps of faith that bring us to new beginnings and new perspectives. It's like you encourage them to step outside of their comfort zone. You give their inner child space to express itself. And that turns a corner in their healing, in their perspective. They're talking about the Aquarius energy here being a guiding light. And there's the Two of Cups. I do feel like you will date this person for a couple of years, perhaps, before you enter into a concrete union with them. And so you may be currently in the thick of a relationship with this person potentially. And ultimately, Spirit's saying that if you are currently in a relationship with somebody who matches this description, this could be the one for you. We also have here the 10 of Swords and the Hanged Man. And what I really love about the 10 of Swords, which is, again, just a secondary support to this King of Cups, this is about emotional outbursts sometimes, like somebody who is like emotionally, who has gone through cycles of emotional despair. So they could have gone through cycles of depression. But what I love about this is that there's new solutions coming in with the 10 of Swords. This is the end of an old 10-year cycle, perhaps, for them as well. And this connection with you seems to ignite a new cycle. We have the Hanged Man. We also have the Page of Wands. There's also this aspect about this person, about a curiosity that they have. They're very excited when they see you. They're very passionate when they're with you in a physical sense as well. they like to explore new realms with you in the physical department. Can we clarify, please, the Two of Pentacles? Can you tell me about the person that pile 1 will marry? 5 of Swords. Sometimes, Spirit's speaking here about sometimes the imbalance that they feel because of things that have happened to them in their past. It will sometimes create a little bit of a blinding type of conflict between the two of you. It's like opportunities for both of you to match each other with vulnerability instead of prioritizing being right. We have the Page of Swords. And this is the type of connection. Spirit wants us to understand that even when we're going into commitment cycles, it's not all going to be easy breezy lemon squeezy every single moment of the time. This connection that is meant for belonging, to cultivate belonging, to cultivate a sense of peace and support, it's going to have conflict built into the experience so that we can learn from it, so that we can make positive choices with our vulnerability, with our connections. It has conflict built into the experience so that we can evolve and grow together. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Death card on the back of the deck. And there's this hand coming out with this rose of hope. And again, the Death is not about an ending. It's about a brand new beginning, about moving through cycles. And there's something about building together. The two of you will be together for years and years. Like, there's something about longevity. There's something about cultivating patience with each other and planting seeds together and watching things grow. So I even feel like grandchildren, children perhaps could be in the future of your connection. Who is pile 1 going to marry, please? Can you tell me about this person? We have here transcending obstacles together. And there will be some conflict. There will be some obstacles as we build a life together. You know, our life doesn't go as the crow flies. There's all sorts of detours that we go on. But this connection is going to be the one connection in your life that rises above all of those conflicts, because we've prioritized the collaboration. We also have here change, the dragonfly spirit, hungry for success. And this person is hungry for a better life than what they experience. They're hungry to give others a better life than what they experience as well. So we have air, spirit, knowledge. And I love this card because of the beautiful swan energy about transcendence and moving into a more clarifying position. I also think of the Six of Swords and a collaboration that brings us both peace. Who is pile number 1 going to marry, please? We have here the Lamb. The lost lamb. This is a very sensitive person. This person that you're going to marry is a very sensitive person, and there's something about their childhood that was formative. And we have the Swan. I'm getting a very strong air quality of surrounding the divine feminine, so Aquarius energy. We also have fire energy here as well. And the Swan here, you can see there's like a parallel. It's like a mirror of each other. And for different reasons and different triggers, you don't have the exact same childhood, for instance, or the same triggers that belong there. But there's something about, on some levels, being mirrors of each other. And this could also mean that there's like a similarity between the two of you, like some type of physical similarity, some type of emotional similarity. And we have the raccoon. We have all the resources we need. There's the snake. They're talking about infinity, the beginnings of time. This is a very old soul contract, and how we have all the resources we need to achieve anything we want in this connection. But it will require us to be open and vulnerable. It will require us to be honest with ourselves and other people during this connection as well. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. What can you tell me about who pile number 1 is going to marry, please? 6 of Pentacles, the Star of Aquarius. We also have the 2 of Wands, kind of teetering on a reversal here. There's something about karmic connections and feeling like they were begging for something, feeling like maybe they were begging for focus, begging for attention in the past. Just there's a loneliness that I feel comes from this person's heart space. And I feel like that's what kind of sometimes creates frustrating delays in the connection. It's like frustrations in the connection in general, frustration in the momentum because of some type of deficit that they experienced in the past. But I love the Star of Aquarius because it's such a new directive. And the dragonfly encourages us to change directions drastically, to go towards hunger of our success. We have the World. For someone, there may be an internet connection to how you meet this person. They're also talking about an online job of some kind for somebody watching. We have the letter P and Q and Z. Watch my P's and Q's, I just heard. We have creative accountability. We have time, and we have. We also have here free, brave, strong, happy, independence, Leo energy. And we have loyalty with the dog. But also rest. There's something about healing and finding peace and finding rest with each other. All right, pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. Check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading or for Instagram. And I just hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the yellow flower or to the Knight of Pentacles, and this is your reading. Who are you going to marry? Some details about your future spouse. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is my favorite knight. Even though he's very slow moving, there's still something so reliable and dependable about him. This is somebody who perhaps has a lot of integrity. They take their time with things, and they could take their times with things, and that could frustrate you for certain things if they take their time towards commitment, for instance, or if they're just like a tire kicker in general when it comes to making choices or decisions. But there's something methodical about them, and when they make a choice, it's with discernment. You know, when they take a path, they do it with integrity in mind. It's like they try to do the right thing. This is somebody who is very dependable. If they say they're going to call you, they will call you. If they say they're going to pick you up, they're going to pick you up at the time that they say they're going to pick you up. And there's this aspect about sort of being trained in that way. You can see this person is dressed almost like the military. There could be a military connection to this person, or in their past, or in their familial line. It's like there's just something about respect that they really honor. There's something about walking the line that they really sort of honor in some way. So let's take a look here and see. Oops. What is it? Let's stop here. Let's take a look here and see details about pile 2's future spouse, please. There's also something about the Knight of Pentacles that is very hardworking. A goal-oriented person. Here's the 8 of Wands. And there's the Queen of Wands. They're coming out sideways. There's something about keeping you waiting that I feel like would frustrate you a little bit about this person. There are like positive and negatives to every trait. And, you know, Spirit sees it as a positive for them to be very careful, calculated about their steps, and just the way that they move slowly. And there's something about that frustrates you. Even they drive slowly. And I feel like that frustrates the Divine Feminine. You could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could have a heavy foot when you're driving, for instance. They do things slowly, and that seems to frustrate the momentum that you want to keep up with. It's like they could keep you waiting for the proposal, but that's because they're careful about it. They're planning it. They want it to be perfect. But the Divine Feminine might just want direction and focus and know exactly where she's heading. So it's like opposites kind of attract here. I also feel like this person's a little more reserved, a little quieter, and the Divine Feminine in this case might be a little bit more open. Now, I use Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energies for ease of execution. This could be 2 Divine Masculines. This could be 2 Divine Feminines. This could be any combination that you can conjure up. It's all about energy, has nothing to do with gender. So this doesn't have to be a masculine energy. This can be somebody very reliable and be a feminine energy, of course. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. I just feel like there's something about this person being a homebody that defies some of the restlessness that you have in your heart sometimes. Because it's like if you guys go on vacation, they spend the year planning the vacation, like down to the detail. This is somebody who would have an itinerary when they go. They're showing me like when people are going to the airport and you have like the dads that have all the passports. It's like they're taking control of everything. They're in charge. I also feel like when you meet them, they're not exactly in their position in their career that they want, and they have focus upon where they do want to go. There's the Hermit. Virgo, very strong with this person. They definitely could be an earth sign. They ground themselves with every step. You have the Page of Cups. And when they ask you to marry them, for instance, when they surprise you more often than not, it's like you have this expectation that they're always sort of straight lined, always the same, and then out of the blue they'll surprise you. Out of the blue they'll send you flowers. Out of the blue they're going to propose to you. They like to surprise you. So they're very methodic in how they do that, and they're going to be very methodic, especially during the creation phase of your connection, during the proposal phase. They're not going to give you any inclination of when it's happening, and I feel like that's going to frustrate the Divine Feminine. But Spirit says don't lose focus on what's sitting right in front of you. That's exciting. There's something exciting about that. And honestly, there's something in them too that gets frustrated with waiting as long as they need to, because they feel a pressure coming from you to ask or something. And you may actually be in a relationship with this person right now, because Spirit's talking about a crossroads that's already happened, a meeting perhaps for someone watching that's already happened. And maybe you're unsure about whether or not they are in it for the long run, or commitment cycles are available to you in this connection. Spirit says they're already planning something. Already planning some type of offer coming in here. There's the Justice. And they're going to do it right. That's what I just heard. It's like they're going to do it right according to what their right is. It's like they're going to try to jump through all the hoops of the expectations of the collective. It's like a very traditional type of person as well. They may also be the type of person that really believes in traditional roles within the family. We have the World, and we have the Four of Cups. And right this moment, you could be connected to this person online. You could be in a relationship with them in this present moment as well. If you're not in a relationship, this relationship is going to pop up suddenly out of the blue for you as well. But right now, you have to look beyond immediate appearances of things if you are in the midst of a connection with someone, because you may be feeling like they're just keeping things loosey-goosey and they have no intentions, but there's something being conjured up right now. But it's going to come in as a surprise, and it's necessity. That's part of their walking the line of expectations. It's traditional to be surprised when someone offers their hand, or someone is asking for a hand, and they're very focused on tradition. We have the Three of Cups, and they're talking about celebration actually coming in near for you. They're speaking about somebody who's a little bit different. Again, opposites attract, and this could even be like cultural opposites as well, or religious opposites. I got a message about Buddhism for someone watching. It may not be from this person's perspective, but it's like I got a message about Buddhism. That's not for everyone. We have the Moon, we have Virgo, we have Scorpio, Libra. And they want you, if you're in the midst of a relationship right now, they want you to prepare for changes in your life. They're also talking about somebody that you may have met during COVID season. And there's a determination to kind of fight for the connection. If there was a separation because of COVID, there's a determination to fight through. We have the Temperance. And if one half of this equation is very emotional, or kind of allows emotions to override them at times when they're feeling frustrated or anxious or tired, this person is steady. They've got like a steady hand. At least that's what they show us. They have emotion under the surface perhaps, but they show such a steady hand. There's a steadiness in this person. They could definitely work in some type of practical realm, or like with their hands or something, like just in a trade as well. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Three of Wands. And this person doesn't consider themselves book smart, but they're really intelligent. Like they are really smart. They can figure things out, they can conceptualize, they can fix things. And that's like a whole other version of intelligence that they don't even acknowledge. I do feel like this person, again, they're not where they want to be in career, but they're working hard and they're going to get to where they want to be in career. They're going to get to a leadership position. I don't feel like they're an entrepreneur. I feel like they do have a traditional job, but they're going to get to a leadership position because they show dedication in the work realm as well. And there will be an official union here, Spirit says. They feel like a position in marriage empowers them. It's like it kind of empowers them. That could be because of cultural reasons, or again, their past or their history. It's like a rite of passage that empowers them. But that's why they're so cautious about the approach. They're talking here about maybe a lengthier period of time where we're going to be dating this person than we would really want as the divine feminine energy. But this is a beautiful opportunity to find joy within the journey. You're going to help this person to become more, to accept more surprises in their life. That's how they're going to be challenged. And they're going to challenge you by asking you to focus on the present moment, asking you to just surrender to the present moment. They're also talking about somebody that you go out and have fun with. It's like there's a lot of aspects of going out together. Again, opposites attracting. Groups of friends, hanging out with like groups of friends. So there could be like other couples that you hang out with as well. Just a lot of laughter. They make you laugh. But I feel like they have a very dry sense of humor. We have expansion. I love that. The guardians of summer. And look at that bird that's about to take flight. Hasn't taken flight yet. So we're building upon perhaps a foundation that you're already a part of, or you're about to be a part of very soon. And you're moving forward from this point. We have joy, bridging the gap to joy. We also have beauty, the wood nymph. And this is an encouragement from Spirit for you to see what's sitting right under your nose in the present moment. We do have flexibility with the willow spirit, and the flexibility is going to have to be with your expectations and any pressures that you may be placing towards commitment cycles in the present moment. They're just asking you to be flexible with it, to draw upon your wisdom codes to allow yourself to have fun in this journey. Who will you marry? They keep talking about the internet, so you may have met on the internet. They're also talking how the risk is worth the reward, coming full circle. Your commitment is being tested. Communication is definitely key. New moon in Gemini. A time to give rather than to take, because this person's a giver. In all departments, I should say. In the bedroom, in life, they're a giver. They live to serve, I just heard. Bringing love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. And believe in the impossible. Sometimes this energy can feel too good to be true. They're not a perfect person. They're just perfect for you. And you guys will cultivate that perfection by communication, by your commitments being tested, by conflicts sometimes in your relationship. But bringing love into the situation when you're in a frustration phase or when you're struggling with a little bit of conflict, that's exactly how you're going to survive. And that's exactly how you're going to reach the world here. Who is pile number 2 going to marry, please? We have a finger here. It says warning of a problem either now or in the near future. And we have here the knot, unsuccessful plans. And it's related here to this 8 of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles, or this Queen of Wands. There's this aspect about wanting solutions now, feeling anxious towards clarity, feeling anxious towards overcoming the hurdle and having a sure plan of where we're headed. But this Hermit is grounding himself. He's retreating a little bit so that he can forge the plan and find the determination to push through. This is also the advice from your guides about how to go inward during times of conflict so that you can overpower them. And they're asking you to take the masks off of what you are presuming in the present moment in relation to this person. We have here the willow. The willow energy, which I think was on the back of your deck, was it not? Yeah, the willow flexibility. It says family sorrow. And this could be in relation to goals we have towards children, goals, and even losses that we're going to experience through our marriage or through our relationship. You know, when family passes away, this is somebody very reliable. They're also speaking about a delay to achieving children, perhaps, and that could bring a lot of frustration as well. But Spirit they are adamant that there will be children in the future of this connection, if that is a goal for yourself. But that may be a road that requires our patience. We have February being significant. Could be Pisces energy. We also have success assured with good plans and hard work, and that's the egg. So even if there is a disappointment on the pathway to parenthood or on the pathway to the abundance that we want to create with our partner, Spirit says we will still have success as long as we are focused and determined, and that's their strong suit. Their strong suit is getting focused and staying on track, and if that's not your strong suit, then that's where the opposite attracts energy comes in as well. We have here new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. So for those of you wondering if this is somebody from your past, Spirit is indicating that this is actually somebody brand new. And again, you may already be in a connection with this person, and this could be the person for you. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. Details on who they will marry. Oops, we've got 3 falling out already. 10 of Pentacles, the Death energy, the 2 of Pentacles. It's all in limbo right now, but the 2 of Pentacles says that we're moving towards this rebirth. You may feel like you don't know where you're heading in love at this moment, whether you're in a relationship or not, but this is your guide's assurance of what is coming in for you in this moment. The 10 of Pentacles encompasses so much abundance. It's building a life with another person. It's building a career with that person. It's children. It's grandchildren. It's everything that we want to create in our foundations of security. And even if you're not sure if you're on that right path now, Spirit says they can see the forest through the trees. You're literally in the midst of that rebirth cycle right this moment. We do have the letter G. We have some wrenches in our plans, but just some. Just a couple of wrenches in our plans here. We have the key, and it has wings. So looking at things from a higher perspective when we're feeling stuck, when we're feeling limited too, because there's going to be highs and lows in every relationship. We have the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini for the Divine Feminine. We also have here the Crescent Moon, following our intuition. It's reversed though. I feel like this person is less rely on their intuition and more on their logic. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell if you do so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. And I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. We're drawn to the gray flower or to the Knight of Wands, and this is your reading. Details about your future spouse. Who will you marry? The Knight of Wands can definitely be a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, a Sagittarius, but there's so much power behind the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who maybe loves to travel, someone who has a lot of energy, a lot of creative ideas, and also someone who has a lot of ideas, but can't really pinpoint sometimes about which idea they want to start at first. You know, this could be somebody who is like working in sales or something, because I just feel like travel could be a part of their job in some way, or it even could be an online type of position. But I also feel like in the past this person might have moved around careers a little bit. It's like they are good at a lot of things. No matter what they decide to plant themselves in, they're going to be good at it. So there's a restlessness inside of them, and they may have spent some time like after college or between high school and college really traveling around to decipher what they really wanted to do. There's a really strong entrepreneurial presence in the making with this Knight of Wands as well. So let's take a look here. There's also a message I just got about not being able to change this person in the present moment. It's like they're an evolutionary person and they're going to be moving and changing and growing, but there's something about we can't change them. Like we can't change them. They're a very strong personality. So let's take a look here and see details about your future spouse. This is a passionate person too. They're going to be passionate at whatever they're focused on. They're going to be very passionate towards you. We have the 5 of Swords in the reverse position. And that's the only place I want to see the Five of Swords is in the reversal. We have the Seven of Cups. The Four of Swords. I feel like you're like on the fence when you meet this person, or if you're seeing them currently, you're kind of on the fence about them, about where this is headed, because I feel like you've come from a pretty negative place. And Spirit's saying that this person, although they have a lot of energy, although they seem like they lack focus for the long term, there's something really peaceful about the energy that they bring forward for you. Like there's just something about a fairness coming in for you now. It's like peace after a lot of turmoil. And I just got this message about your fear about things going pear-shaped, literally. We have the Nine of Coins. But appearances are really deceiving with this person because they are very reliable. They're very reliable. And they are going to be sort of a token of peace, or they're going to be a vessel of peace for you. They're going to help you to drop your defenses. They're going to help you put your guard down. We have the Eight of Swords. Back of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Three of Wands. Now, in relation to the Seven of Swords, I'm getting this message about looking into the background for the conflict and expecting it to recur in this connection in some way. Like expecting things to resurface that you've experienced in the past. And they're saying that that's just a limitation of your mind. That's just and this could also be coming from their perspective as well. They could also have gone through cycles of pain and hurt, which is why maybe when you enter into the relationship, they're not about commitments right away. It takes them some time to break through that aspect and to get into expansion. So we may be asked to sort of embrace the journey of the dating scene for perhaps with this person for, I don't want to say some time, because impatience is different for every single individual. What I think is a long wait might not be a long wait in your gaze. You have the Ace of Swords. What I love about this is that if either one of you have been challenged in the past, this is like the vessel of peace. This is the person that's going to help you to achieve clarity. This is also going to be the person that you gain clarity because of their focus and their commitment to you. Because they're talking about completely different experiences. The tower has fallen. They just showed me the tower falling. And there's something about the determination in this person to fight for this connection that you have not experienced in the past. Somebody who's willing to fight for you. Somebody who puts you up on the pedestal and is willing to fight for you. They're talking about the past not coming back to haunt us here. This is a turn of events in your favor. And they're also speaking about destiny. Like there's destiny written in the stars here. And they're speaking about old cycles that had to be revealed to us slowly to prepare us for this crossroads. Here's the Two of Swords. It wanted to teeter onto the reversal because I feel like when you immediately meet them, they're not going to be ready for commitment cycles right away. But that's, again, a prison of our own design, a prison of our mind, and a symbol of their root chakra having a bit of a blockage, which is affecting their ability to turn their gaze towards the emotion that's necessary. Here's the Five of Cups reversed. I love all of these fives in reverse for you today because this connection gives you hope to move forward. It brings in recovery after loss. It helps us to find new solutions to this prison that we found ourselves in. It's like we find home, we find peace. And it almost feels like it's in the strangest of places because this person presents themselves as so confident and so filled with energy, but the truth is that they're lying about it. They definitely could be a Leo energy. They're lying about that confidence, especially when you first meet them. So they're going to come across as funny and they're going to come across as really confident. They are really funny, but you help them to actually tap into true confidence because they are carrying some baggage from the past, but I also feel it's very mirrored. You may be carrying that baggage as well. We have the High Priestess and the Three of Wands. And again, if you're currently in the midst of this, right in the center of this reading is the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Swords. A little bit of defensive energy because of the reality that what we've gone through. So if you're in the midst of a situation right now, or you're coming out of a very painful cycle. This is the end of a very 10-year-long cycle for you. We are moving forward beyond this point. So the Spirit doesn't want you to commit to what you're experiencing right now. They want you to prepare for what's coming in so you can emotionally react to that manifestation instead. There's a lot of travel. I feel like the two of you are going to explore a lot of different things, but it may not be like far away travel. You may be traveling within the confines of your own country, for instance. There's something about this person liking to go hiking or liking to be on the mountain in some way. So spending a lot of times outdoors and spending time exploring local, like more localized places that would bring interest to them. So I feel like they like to go hiking a lot. And there's also a message coming from your higher self about the nature of the connection that you may find yourself in right now and how she's holding a secret about what you can expect in the future. Let me clarify the Eight of Swords and the Five of Cups, please. Who will they marry? Details about their person. We have the Six of Cups. This person is very generous with you emotionally. It's like they protect you. They put you on a pedestal. They defend you. There's a defensiveness when it comes to you. They will defend you against anyone. There's a message about children coming in the future as well. And they're talking about past life connection. But it's new to you in this lifetime. So this is not somebody from your past. It's new to you. But there's also a beautiful collaboration that you can expect here to help bring peace to the heart. It's in this situation where you're not going to have to give from an empty cup. There's going to be this overflowing of emotion. Communion of peace. You have the Five of Wands. I just heard First Communion too, so there could be a Catholic reference here as well. We have the King of Pentacles and we have the Judgment. And it's like the form that they're in right now is not going to be their final form. As much as they're presenting themselves as this Knight of Wands and a lot of confidence when you first meet them, they are a very reliable energy and they kind of move into this earth-like energy as well. I feel like they have a lot of entrepreneurial goals. I feel like in their career realm, and again, they could be like work in sales at this time. I'm getting this strong sense of sales and using the online realm to create money in the present realm, but they may not stay in that realm. They may be shifting their focus in career. And when they do, when they come to that crossroads, that's when they really start to lay the foundation towards commitments with you. And there's a lot of financial abundance coming in too. A lot of protective energy coming in. We have the Judgment coming out as well. Asking you to prepare for changes in your life, asking you to focus upon what is feeling imbalanced in the present moment so that we can create clearance for the growth that Spirit wants to bring in. Who will you marry? Sometimes the lack of confidence in this person might make them appear smug, but honestly, it's just their ego kind of working through them. They have a lot of insecurity despite the fiery energy that they project. We have Moon, Scorpio, changes in your life. And it was coming in reverse because Spirit says prepare for changes in your life in relation to this person. This person is going to change your life. And they're really asking you to trust in intuition to bring you. We have Inkpot, problems to be resolved. And this has been a message throughout all three piles today because Spirit really wants to be adamant about this message about conflict being built into the human experience for a reason. There's a beautiful collaboration here where we're cultivating peace from within, where we're cultivating that peace through the obstacles and the determination we showcase when we're trying to plow through the problems. And we're being advised to really listen to our intuition to guide us when there are conflicts between us. And honestly, we're not always going to be able to rise to that occasion. Sometimes Spirit asks me to be more generous and emotionally generous in my relationship, and it's really hard for me to do it because my ego kicks in. But we'll be able to cultivate the practice of it in this connection. We have here get back to basics. There's something very creative about this person. There could also be an aspect of like writing or communication being a part of their career too. And getting together with friends. money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall, the boat. And I do feel like their abundance ship has yet to come in, but Spirit says it is coming in. Let's get one of these. Who is pile number 3 going to marry, please? Details about their person. Just saw mending. We have here exchanging gifts. And I love that because of the 6 of Cups here. It's such a generous energy between the two of you. A really strong emphasis on Leo. And really wanting, it's like opening up this Pandora's box of change. Permanent change coming in with this person. New life. And we have a leg up. Support. Again, children in the future of this connection as well. And we have never-ending story. This is really a beautiful sign about longevity and about the permanency of this commitment lasting until the end of this lifetime. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. Who are you going to marry? Details about this person. 8 of Swords. The Emperor, Aries energy. We also have the 7 of Cups. Everything's sort of in a state of limbo in this present moment. There is something with this 8 of Swords and the 7 of Swords about this person's confidence, and it requires like a closer look. It requires more honesty, because it's like they fake it. They fake their confidence a little bit, especially when they're feeling insecure or they're feeling unsure about what other people are thinking about them. They fake their confidence. But there's something very protective about the Emperor. He guards and protects. He puts himself last, and I feel like this person would do that as well. The letter T, the letter L. We have learn. We also have here the lipstick for attraction. We have expressing ourselves and leading us to clarity. We do have the butterfly of transformation and gentle. And we have the divine feminine stiletto heel. I think about embracing the in-between because it's white, black, and white. And we also have here the Sacred Heart of Jesus. I do think about Catholicism and the thorns amidst the roses, so a very vulnerable heart and sacrificial heart as well. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading. And I just hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.